DJ JSizzle.
West Coast, are you ready? California, knows how to party. California, knows how to party.
Okay. Who made this? You made this right here?
Yes, sir.
What you know about that West Coast?
What don't I know about West Coast, man?
You felt insulted.
Born and raised.
The best coast. West Coast is the best coast.
Hey, I love West Coast music so much that my kids listen to it.
Oh, you're trying to raise them right.
Oh, yeah. You know, they need to know about Dre. They need to know about Snoop. They need to know about all this. Ice Cube. West Side Connection.
Damn, what you know about the West Side Connection?
The Twins. You need to know about all this. Like, these are classics.
I'm gonna have to download this as soon as I get the fuck up out of here.
You can play this anywhere, any party.
It's gonna,
People respect
I
it.
can only imagine like how this shit's looking at the functions.
Oh, dude.
Oh, it's yeah. We gonna get
When
into
you
that.
drop this, I gotta look down in the crowd, and you know who's down with it. You know who's like, you see the head bobbing?
I can only imagine Marcos in the crowd. Yes.
Hey, you just see the head just nod? You're like, all right, cool.
The one song that gets everybody off, ain't no fun. Ain't no fun, you see?
All day.
Oh,
Ain't no fun.
Ain't no fun.
That's the.
That's the lyrics.
And they know all the lyrics.
Yeah, everybody knows the lyrics, bro. Valley Talk, episode 8. I got a young goat, some desert legends. Oh, y'all must I made him blush. I knew I was gonna make him blush. This is what I do.
You know, he threw me for a loop right there when he said go. Like, threw me for a loop. I'm humble, man. I'm humble. I'm humble.
I'm humble you are. Who's the best in the valley? DJing wise.
You know who the best in the valley is? Everybody thinks that they're the best. I expect Marcos to say he's the best. I expect John Paul. I expect Alfalfa. I expect Guy Warden. I expect everyone to say they're the best. Everyone should think that they're the best. You know what? I think I can hold my own with guys out here, but everyone needs to believe in themselves. Everyone should believe that they're the best. Because is it factually true? Probably not. But you have to believe in yourself. Everyone that's competition.
That's a winner's mindset right there, bro.
That's everyone should believe that they can compete and they can hang with the next guy. That's competition.
I love that answer, but you deflected like a motherfucker.
I did. I deflected like a motherfucker. I deflected like a motherfucker.
What do I think?
If you don't want to answer, you could just take a shot.
I mean, what he said is true, but me personally, like if I'm gonna go out, I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna go catch this guy. Right now, man, I fuck my boy DJ LF. Definitely holding it down at the Village Pub. Shout out to my boy LF.
Oh yeah, that motherfucker.
He's been doing it for a minute,
bro,
like,
up there, bro.
Yeah, but he put in that work, man. Like he's around your age, right, Jason?
Yeah.
So, dude, like he started on turntable, on vinyl records, you know.
Right.
So he's put in that work, you know. So it's good to see someone that's started from the very bottom of it to finally being where he's at. Not that he's like global yet, right? But I mean, he's making moves, man. So
there's a difference between who's the best and who you like to go see and who you like to listen to.
So who would you like to go see first? If you had to pick one DJ in the valley, who would you pick? Just one.
When he's here, because he travels, Super James.
Yes.
I don't think I heard of him.
He's been on the radio. Yeah, he's
Nice. Oh,
Super James is tight.
I like the face reaction.
He's tight. You know, he travels with Baby Bash.
He's just
Frankie J. Yeah.
What y'all know about Baby Bash?
Hey.
You talking about never misses?
Dude. You know, so, you know, if I can go hear him, I can go John Paul, DJ John Paul.
Yes.
John Paul gets down.
He's a big name in the valley.
Yeah.
Most
John
definitely.
Paul gets down. He has a good crowd. There's a lot of good guys out here, man. And
People are sleeping on the Valley DJs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said, we were talking about before the show, there's so many genres of music, and so many guys can do one genre that's, it sounds great. Marcos is more of a Latin DJ. You do hip hop, but he likes to focus on.
Go ahead,
so
Marcos, let it out.
Let it out, man. Show him, man. Don't be shy.
What's your genre?
Now he's shy.
What's your main genre?
Hip hop.
Hip hop.
Hip hop. I can go hip hop all day. 90s hip hop. You
do a soul too. I heard a few.
I can do. I pride myself on being able to hit different genres, but where I feel most comfortable, 90s hip hop all day.
Yeah, you can't miss with that.
No.
Nowadays, to use today's music, you kind of gotta pick the right songs, especially when you involve BPM. But 90s, bro, you could go anywhere you want with that.
Oh, 90s, you can, yeah.
90s is dope, but see, for me, maybe because I'm a little younger, I don't want to age you, right? But
it's all good, dog. It's all good.
But again, so
we get in there, don't worry.
So you as a kid, like, so you right during the 90s, like that was your upbringing, right?
Oh yeah.
See, us being born in 92, around those years.
Yeah.
2000s was when, like for us, right? Like the music really started
late
to make
90s,
sense to us.
2000s.
Yeah, so you guys were in
early
you guys
2000s.
were in middle school and high school.
I think we had the
Elementary,
best
bro.
low key, I think we had the best one.
50 Cent came out when I was in 4th grade, bro.
So
Yep.
check it out.
4th
Yeah.
and 5th grade.
5th grade. I was in 5th. Yeah.
So you guys were in, middle school and high school in the 2000s.
Right.
That's when we were going out, hitting the club,
Yeah.
So we were, 50 Cent came
So
out
you were
and
in the club too. In the club. Okay.
so In the Club came out in 2002.
Yeah.
So we were already out. The mid 2000s. That was also good for hip hop and club music and stuff like that.
That's
yeah.
Lil Jon and
Lil Jon owned 2000s.
Fabulous came out.
Yeah.
Nice. Lil Wayne.
Fab,
Lil
Yeah.
Wayne came out.
Lil Wayne was on the. Oh my
That
god.
was his
So
T.I.
T.I.
yeah.
Sorry.
So that was from I want to say from 93 to like 2000, in the mid 2000s. That's kind of where like my wheelhouse is for music.
Right.
Like if I'm just gonna run a mix,
I mean,
most of my music that I'm gonna pick is from that.
it's safe to say that's when hip music was most alive.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because even rock and roll, let's look at rock and roll. Rock and roll was booming during that. It's not even around no more, bro.
You don't hear it.
Green Day, Metallica, that type of music is gone. Linkin Park, it's all
There's
gone.
there's nobody like that anymore.
If
and
you
now
would've- if you would have told, I'm pretty sure you too, if you would have told me that hip hop would have lasted longer than rock and roll, I would have never believed that.
No.
Nowadays, because of social media, the internet, and stuff like that, you have to go and find it. Whereas before, it was radio play, MTV, TRL. It was given
The
to you.
promotion.
Now you have to go look for that stuff.
Mhm.
And I don't know what record pools you pull from, but like I have to go and look for some of that stuff. Because you never know if you're going to do a party and they ask for this one song and you're like, I have to go look for it.
So
You know
what
I'm
happens if somebody asks for a song and you don't have it? You have to tell them?
Just tell him that.
saying? It all depends.
Does that
If it's
feel
a-
bad?
You do, because like I have a tip jar, and most of the time I'm getting tips, and they're like, hey, they're requesting songs. Can you play my song? I'm like, yeah, sure, no problem. Look it up. Oh shit, I don't have it. Depending on who it is, where I'm at, I can just go download it real quick.
Oh, yeah.
If there's internet.
If there's internet, I mean, I turn my phone into a hotspot. I'll download it. But if it's some dude being a jerk and I'm like, nah, this guy's not worth my time. He's not tipping. I don't care. Whatever. But if that's at a club,
Right.
if you're doing a private party, wedding, you better have that music.
Yeah.
You better,
Ahead of time.
Yeah.
exactly ahead of time.
Has
But like,
it happened to you before where you didn't have it?
oh yeah, it happens all the time,
So it's
and
normal?
it is normal.
Mhm.
I mean, but the request has to be off the wall
Right.
For
To-
not to-
for me not to have it,
Yeah.
because as DJs, you have to stay up on today's music. Like, I people come up to me at Drink, DJ, and they'll hit me with some random artist I've never heard of, and I'll like search it up, and I'm like, oh, I have it.
Right.
And it's just because I'm grabbing all the new stuff. So you kind of stay up to date with what, and there's so much out there. You know, you see it. There's so many artists. You see it.
It's nowadays. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't.
To be real with you, nowadays a DJ can make or break an artist because you can have a song that nobody's ever heard of.
Yeah.
It's over, bro.
Yeah. You have to have. I mean,
don't worry, we gonna get there sooner or later.
There's
Coachella Valley. I ain't trying to brag. We gonna get there, you know.
We'll get there.
People are gonna have songs. People be like, "Yo, where did that?"
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. I had a song on my last episode. Nobody's heard this song, bro. I must have had 50 people hit me up. Hey, are they from the Valley? Hey, this and that. People don't understand the importance of a DJ playing that song one time at one event.
All it takes is one.
One time.
All it takes is one.
That's how it was when it first got started, right? With hip hop, like in the 90s.
Yeah.
The Wu-Tang Clan, man. Simple as that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's a perfect example.
They forced their way in basically to the radio stations.
Yeah.
Right.
One DJ played it. That's rap, you know? We all know what happened with that. So,
yeah.
Yeah, so, well, to even take it farther back, because of DJing, hip hop was born, right? Like, that's how it first started.
Oh, yeah.
It was a DJ and an MC.
It's a Kobe and Shaq thing.
Yeah.
It goes hand in hand.
The DJ will set the mood. Get the DJs
Well,
on
the
feeling
difference nowadays, back in the day, most DJs were producers too. Nowadays, it's more dimensional. A lot of people are picking their lanes.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
staying in that lane.
Yeah, because
Yep.
back in the day, a DJ used to do it all. They used to make the beat, mix
Produce,
and master.
yeah.
They probably used to rap a little, you know what I mean? To
Little
make
bit,
their
yeah.
samples, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? I know, so you know what I mean? I tried it for like 2 minutes. It didn't work out, but
Now you stay in your lane.
But yeah, this is getting good. All right, so Valley Talk Radio, we on episode 8. I got DJ JSizzle. Hey, bro, you wanna know what's funny? That was supposed to be my PlayStation name, bro. How dare you? How dare you for the culture? How dare you? Nah, I like that.
Actually, you can blame my coworkers at the Desert Sun for giving me that name.
Oh, how did you get it?
So, you know, Snoop was coming out with the Izzle for shizzle, dizzle, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
So, we used to call each other by our initials. So, my initials are JC. So, my Cornejo. Joe Cornejo. Yeah.
I could never pronounce your name. I swear, Lorena, I was like, Cornejo? She's getting mad, bro.
She's like, Cornejo. You don't want to get on Lorena's bad side.
I know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So we used to call each other by our initials, JC, whatever. So then, since my buddy knew I liked Snoop so much, he was always saying for shizzle, whatever.
Yeah.
Then he's like, he just started saying JSizzle, like instead of the C, the sizzle, you know? So he was like, I would walk upstairs, JSizzle's here, whatever,
man.
you know? And I was just like, dude, whatever. Didn't think nothing of it. And then one person started calling me that, then everyone just started calling me that. So then that's what they would call me at work.
Yeah.
So it was like, it just kind of grew.
Stuck.
So when I started DJing, you know, trying to think of a name, you know, thinking of a name is pretty tough because you want to stand out and stuff like that. And
you want to be original.
You don't want to be, I mean, no disrespect to the guys that go by DJ and then their first name. That's fine, but you kind of want to stand out.
for branding purposes. You want
I don't mean to cut you off, but I hate when people like name brand their shit after their name, like
it's kind of you
Marco's Cookies, like you know what I mean? I don't. Yeah.
Be original, like be creative.
Creative.
Be
That's the
creative.
word. Yeah.
You know, and so I was thinking, I'm like, what's a good name? And for some reason, it just popped in my head. I was like, duh, JSizzle. Like everyone called me that already. My friends were already calling me that, so it kind of like made sense, and it just went from there. And you know,
I'm glad that shit stuck.
It stuck. Yeah,
I can relate, bro, because the name Booby, all my day one homies, Marco knows the stuff. Everybody calls me Booby, but I can't have that on air.
Can't have that on a business card.
DJ Contraz.
Yes.
How'd you get your name, bro? I know.
My last name is Contraz, right? Contraz. One of my buddies, Juan, he was also DJing at the time, and I was trying to figure out, man, like, what should my name be? Kind of like he was saying, you want something different, something so where if someone hears it, like, oh yeah, that's Marco. So I was like, you know what, Contrast sounds pretty cool. It's a little rough,
right?
But not too violent, you know. But it's kind of smooth.
He said not too violent.
Not too violent.
Not that I'm violent at all, right? But
Grand Theft Auto vibes.
So Contrast. So then I just this guy. So then Contrast, right? I just took out the S, put the Z in.
Made it more exotic.
It looks a little cooler.
I like it.
Not too violent.
Not too violent.
Not too violent right there, man.
That S ain't that violent.
Yeah. Z, pretty violent.
Hey, so I guess what made you get into DJing though?
You know what I do since
you used to play, bro. You one of the best baseball players I've seen. No cap, bro.
Thank you.
I remember in high school you hit a home run, bro. Remember you hit a home run and the lights went out.
Oh,
it didn't count.
You were there for that?
Yeah, bro.
What the hell? That was against Palm Springs, dude.
Yeah.
Went extra innings. I actually got the game-winning hit for that game too.
Yeah, that was a good ass game, bro.
That was a badass game, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. So what made you get into that shit?
You know what, dude? Since I was a kid, really, like I realized, not till I was older, I realized like music's it's really important to me. You know, I mean, I know everybody has their own version of why they love music, but I realized, you know what, like I think I could do something with this. Mm-hmm. I like to make people laugh and bullshit, right? So when you're DJing, right, everyone's having a good time. So yeah, I mean, since I was a kid, and I remember one time I was like 7, 8 years old. My neighborhood, there was like 7, 8 other kids that were on my age. Our parents would always have their own parties at like one of the neighbors' house.
So not them Mexican parties, dog.
So
shit.
I remember this one time, dude. So there was this girl. She turned, I don't know how she turned, like 11 or something. So everybody went to her house in the garage, right? She had the boombox. Remember those Sony?
Oh yeah,
the Sony boombox. Yeah.
The 3 CDs.
It's 3s.
Or maybe 4. If you were a baller, you had the 4. so they had one of those. And then somehow I just became in charge of playing the music, dude. So I was going through, all those bootleg CDs, that they're just like the
Memorex.
Yeah.
The Memorex, man.
You really started from the bottom, bro.
Yeah. So there I am, popping in a CD. I'm over here reading what's on this one. Oh, this is gonna sound good with this. So that song would end, I would pop it in.
I'm done.
And yeah, so I guess from then you can really say that's when I really started to see, you know what, this is fun as hell.
I don't think the next generation knows about them.
They don't, and they
Nope.
won't.
5 CDs.
Nope. Hey, this new generation doesn't know about what we had to go through with CDs, getting scratched. Not even CDs.
Scratched.
Hold on, not even getting scratched. Tapes. That's how old. I mean,
the tapes,
I remember the Eminem, the first Eminem CD or his first album I got on tape.
Yeah, I think the last tape I had was West Side Connection. Bow Down. No, Bow Down. Bow Down. Yeah, that was their first. That was the last one I had on tape. I had a suitcase full of tapes, and I mean, I'd be playing them, and the tape.
Niggas made their own little mix.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember the blank tapes, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the Walkmans?
Oh,
yes. Oh, of course.
So I would get mad because I had a Walkman, and my dad would buy batteries, and buy the 4-pack. I'd burn through that pack like in a week.
Done. You was
really,
I really jamming,
dude. Yes. And then you hear the tape going slower when the batteries are down. Oh, I need new batteries.
Or whenever you hit it too hard, it would skip.
Yeah. Well, no, that was the CD, the CD, the Walkman. I had that, and I would go running.
Oh yeah. Skipping every 5
Yeah,
seconds.
yeah. So I had to go buy the Walkman that had the anti-skip for 30 seconds or whatever it was, because I used to want to go run, but I can't run with the CD jumping around. Right. So those are the days. This new generation has no idea. You guys have no idea. That you haven't made that you look on your phone. Oh, let me find the song.
Speaking of days, what made you get into DJing? Because you come from a different time than me and Marco.
Yeah, so like Marco, I'm a fan of music. I've always been. I've collected music since I can't even remember, since I was young, and I would always have tapes. All my CDs, I would burn onto my computer. So I must have had like, I don't know, 5,000 songs on my computer. Just, all my favorites. My uncle's a DJ, Tony Rico Mix. Well known, respected in the Valley. He's done it all.
It runs in the blood.
Oh, it runs in the blood, yeah.
Okay.
So I've always watched him, and he was awesome. And so I kind of started linking up with him in high school, because that's when it started getting to go to the computer, where it was more technology and stuff like that. So I kind of helped him. He had all his records, CDs. He came from the age of dragging crates.
Right.
So I'm like, dude, there's a new there's a new way to do this. You don't have to carry all those crates anymore. He made custom CD cases, and he would carry like 4 of them when he would go to the club.
Right.
He had, his crew helping him carry all this equipment. And I'm like, no. You don't have to do that no more.
Yeah.
There's a computer. Put everything on the computer, and you can DJ from there.
What year was this around?
This was probably in the early 2000s.
So like 3, 4?
This is earlier than that, actually, because I had just graduated, or I was about to graduate, so like 2000, 2001. Indio.
Oscar?
He's a year younger than me. He graduated in 02.
Okay.
So I graduated in 01.
All right.
So when I figured out like this is where it's going now, everything's on the computer. I started burning my music onto the computer. I started showing him how to, put it on there. And it kind of was like the old school meets the new school. Like, he's showing me how to DJ, and I'm showing him how to transition from that old school to the new school.
So he didn't understand a new wave was coming, and you did, kind of.
Yeah, because a lot of DJs, this is old school and new school. They get stuck in their ways. Once you're comfortable and you're fine doing how you want to DJ, you get stuck in your ways, and you don't want to learn a new way. A lot of these older guys, they're like, I do it like this. I don't need to learn the new way.
Yeah,
and
kind of stubborn.
Yeah, stubborn, which happens. You're human.
It's understandable.
It's understandable. And so he saw how much work it was, carrying all those crates, carrying all those CD cases, all those racks. I mean, so, like I said, I was helping him with the technology, and I was watching him DJ and kind of picking up on how he did things. How I actually started DJing was an accident. My coworker's DJ for his Halloween party flaked on him. And
shit.
Yeah.
Eminem story.
Yeah. So what happened was, I told my buddy Paul Zapata, DJ Paul Z, Desert DJ Entertainment. He's been my homie for 20 plus years. I told him about it. He's like, you have a computer? You can borrow my mixer and, you can DJ. And I was like, I don't know how to DJ. He's like, dude, just listen to the beat. Here's my headphones. Hit the mic.
Yeah.
Just do it like this. Here's some popular songs. I had most of the songs that they wanted anyways on my computer. So anyways, long story short, I did the party. An hour into it, cops came. That's La Quinta Cove.
This DJ's going too hard.
That was La Quinta Cove.
Oh yeah,
for sure. So
it was 9 o'clock. I was like, what the hell? So then, they came lower down. They came about an hour later. If we come back again, we're taking all the equipment.
Was that cracking?
It was popping. That wasn't my equipment, so I couldn't have that taken because I could not afford to, that was on my buddy Paul's. So, from there, I was like, you know what? I had a good time. I liked it. And Paul is the one that kind of helped me get into, becoming my own DJ, owning my own equipment. And he invited me to Desert DJ Entertainment Group. And I've been with them ever since. And we put on many events in the Valley. You've seen Terrorfest or been to Terrorfest?
We do hella events, bro.
Terrorfest, New Year's at the Tack Room. events all over the valley. So he actually is the one that, propelled me to where I'm at now.
So he was basically the start of your legacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody needs
Shout out
every,
to my nigga, man.
every DJ needs that older guy
Yeah.
to, that mentor to lead them.
I think any musician,
Anybody.
artist,
Anybody.
artist-wise,
Yeah. Anybody.
Yeah.
So I don't know who it was for you.
It was me.
Oh, he's taking credit right now. He's taking credit for your success right
It
now.
was me, right?
So-
away.
Yeah, so then when I was younger, right, like that's what first sparked it for me, right? Those little neighborhood parties,
Right,
taking
right.
CDs. After I graduated, right, after I was done playing baseball, for some reason it wasn't in me anymore, right, to keep playing baseball, to pursue it. And then I have an older cousin. He's like 15, 20 years older than me. I was talking to him about DJing, like, oh, you know what, like that'd be pretty cool if I could do this, but I had no uncle, no cousin, no one that was a DJ before, right? So I really didn't know where to start.
Yeah, no guidance.
Yeah, exactly. So then I don't know how he knew, but he was always into technology. So he knew about virtual DJ, right? So virtual DJ is this DJ program software.
It's like a starting program for.
You can say that, but there's still some people that actually are still rocking parties with them.
No, you could, but
Yeah.
it's.
But that
mainly
goes
for
back
starters.
to what I was just saying
Which we'll
about.
probably get back into.
Everyone's set in their ways.
Yeah.
And if it
True.
works for them, why am I going to?
That's what.
You
Yeah,
know.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Virtual. To me, I look at it. It's a starting program because Serato is not for starters.
Yes, I started on virtual DJ and I loved it. I loved it because it was easy.
Yeah.
But then, you kind of want to see what else is out there. Everyone else was using Serato.
Mm.
So
you
I
want
was,
to be like, you want to get to that level.
Right.
you like I said, you want to measure yourself against everyone else. If everyone's using Tractor or Serato,
Tractor's top of the line.
now Record Box, you're like, I got to learn that.
Yeah.
I if you ask any DJ, they're gonna say, yeah, I use Serato.
Yeah.
That's
So
pretty much,
that's the gold standard now.
Yeah.
But during that time, so I was 18, 19 around there. He told me about it, and they had the free version. I downloaded it on my mom's PC.
Probably through a fucking torrent.
He
But
probably
then-
got a virus with that
I
shit
probably
too.
did. So
You dirty
speaking of
ass.
that,
How dare you?
speaking of that, so I already had all my freaking music collection from downloading from Kazaa, right? Remember that?
LimeWire.
Oh yeah,
He's a LimeWire kid. I was a
like
Napster
19
guy.
when that
He
came
was
out.
deep in them trenches.
I was deep.
Yeah, man.
We all was, bro. It was.
I was deep. in
What a
early
time to be
2000s.
alive. What a time.
Bear Share was the other one.
Bear Share.
Bear Share. So all those songs I already had in my computer or
Right.
or burned on CD. So I would have like Marco's Greatest Hits Volume 1. When I was a kid, so I would make them. I would a track of like 16 tracks, dude.
Yeah.
Everything.
He was the- he was-
Lil
He was the now that's what I call music. That he was doing
making
that
his own
before.
volume?
Yeah, he was making his own volume.
explicit version though.
Yeah.
It was not for
He's
kids,
like-
I'll tell you that, bro.
One of them's gonna make
Yeah.
it, mom. I'm telling you.
Petey Pablo's on that, bro.
Volume
Everyone was on
98.
So all of those tracks I already had, right? So then it was just as matter of, or as simple as making those little crates or files, analyzing them through the software, which it would do on its own, and then
Yep.
I would just start the basics of, virtually what the kids would back in the day would learn on turntables. I just learned on the computer.
Yeah.
So then that's how I got started, and I remember, man, like one of the first gigs that I did on my own, it was like on some home like speakers, but like those tower home speakers.
Oh shit.
I think I still have those. I still have
Did
those.
you DJ at Kevin's party?
Yes, that was
Bro,
yeah.
that night
that
was you was hey.
I was epic.
This
That was-
nigga had girls on the speakers throwing down booty. It was live, bro.
on the freaking kitchen.
Motherfuckers are
table.
getting jumped in the corner, bro.
Yeah.
This sounds like a Coachella party.
No.
Bro,
Or was it India?
it
No,
was in
India.
Shadow
It was
Hills,
in
bro.
Shadow Hills, yeah.
Wow.
It was 20.
That's
Okay.
I become a believer, bro. As soon as
Okay.
I didn't
That was-
even. That was like one of your. Yeah, I remember.
So-
That was a
so then
throwback
how-
right there.
how I got started actually, like to get into like the house party scene. Kind of like when you say, well, she didn't burn. DJ Sugar Free, shout out to Sugar Free.
Okay.
She didn't burn, but something happened. She couldn't do it. Like she got sick, so I was gonna go to that party. So I was at my homie's house who lived around the corner, and my other homie Hess, Justin Hess.
Yeah.
I think
white
he hit
boy
me up.
ass.
Yeah, he's like, "Hey Marco, the freaking DJ is not gonna make it. She got sick. Can you come through?" And I was like, Well, sure. I mean, so then I called my
The Batman key.
my
He's all, hold
older
on.
cousin.
It's time.
So my older cousin, right? He's the one that really invested at first.
Right,
Obviously, I was
right.
18. So he really bought all the the speakers, mixer stuff, the basic equipment, the lights
Mhm.
too. So I called him like, hey, can we, or are you around? Can we use those speakers? Can we take this all all your stuff to the house right here? There's gonna be a party. He's like, yeah, fuck it, come through. So when I went, he went with me because he had a truck. So then we loaded up all our shit.
Gotta have a truck.
Yeah, you gotta have a truck. Yeah.
Gotta have a truck.
Rule number one: if you're
DJ
a
problems.
mobile DJ, get
If you're a
yourself
mobile
truck.
DJ, you better have a truck, or else.
Or else you gonna go through it with like 3 cars.
Oh yeah, I gotta have 2 homies follow me because I gotta have a car.
I
My
heard-
speaker doesn't
I
fit
heard you try to make Lorena carry it one time. Carry the speaker.
on her back. You know the way Ben Stiller and There's Something About Mary. Put it on her back.
Oh shit.
Make her walk across the street.
so
Damn.
then that yeah, man, it worked out. We showed up, fucking cracking, dude. People wall to wall. You know, the whole beer punk scene
Yeah.
going on in the kitchen table around the corner. The cops showed up because like a fight broke out. When everybody cleared the room, dude, the whole dance floor was covered in bottles or cans, 4 Loko cans.
Yeah.
You know, the Coors, you name it, dude, it was on there. And from there, I was just like, shit, dude, like
You
this.
say it was like some Project X shit going on, but Coachella version.
Kevin's was more of a
Project
Project X
X.
shit.
I know it was.
That
I
was
there,
that
bro.
that was like, oh, to this day, man, I still talk about it, man.
You do?
Like to
Bro.
like some of the people that I meet, like, bro, there was just one
No
party.
lie, bro. You made me proud that day because I remember I was so.
Hey,
I was,
you were looking at him like a
Yeah.
father look at his son,
I was
like,
so
oh
fit. I
man,
looked
look, he
at him
grew
like-
up. He grew up.
bro.
That's my son
I
right
looked
there.
at him like, yo, he's
Like a
really
proud
doing
dad.
it right now.
That was
All right, so let me ask you a question. How do you stand, like, as a DJ against controllers versus scratchers, the new school versus the old school
So controllers versus turntables.
turntables?
Yeah.
You know, where I stand, I believe every DJ should DJ on what they feel comfortable DJing. And there's guys that obviously can do both. And a lot of the old school guys that use turntables,
Right.
that's their thing. Like that, they take pride in it. And that's,
That's
the-
the feel, basically.
yeah, it's a thing of pride. And there are some guys that understand that mobile DJs, you don't want to be carrying around, you know, all the equipment and, you know,
the records.
so yeah, all that stuff. So when you're a mobile DJ, controllers make it a lot easier to, you know, go and DJ a gig. You don't want to be, you know, if you have a residency somewhere, you know, you don't want to be, you know, carrying all this equipment and stuff like that. Not that it's a lot, but, you know, a controller's easier.
Right.
It's right there in front of you. You have it in the case, open it up, plug it in, let's go. You know, and the crowd doesn't know.
Yeah.
The crowd doesn't care.
Most people
don't
don't
care.
understand it. To
Yeah. You know, anybody in the crowd, they're gonna be like, I don't know what he's using. They don't care. They're listening to music. They're dancing. If you have the right music and your transitions are great and you can mix and you have a good selection of music, the crowd does not care what you're using. And to some DJs, you know, it's more of a
Pride? You think
it's pride. Yeah,
Yeah,
which
that's
it's
how I
like you know, that's our thing. You know, that's what they would say.
That's what
And-
makes a DJ, right?
Yeah.
Trying to do the doubles, right? Having 2 of the same record
Yeah.
to go
I-
back and forth to
yeah.
that thing. That's what they feel. Or back then, at least, like, so when they
That's
first
what a real
went
DJ used to look
from
like.
the vinyls to Serato, right? 2004 or 5 was when this came out.
Mhm.
A lot of DJs were giving a lot of pushback. They're saying, "Oh no, that's fake. Fuck that. Like, you know, that's just computer DJing, and you know that's not right." But you could still use your actual turntables, but they didn't like the fact that everything was gonna go on a computer. But it was so much easier because, like of what Joe mentioned, carrying around the crates, right? Who wants to carry around crates to a gig and out of the gig? You know, no one wants to do that. So I think that's where we're at right now with the whole controllers versus turntables. Now turntables, everybody's cool with Serato, but a lot of them still bash on controllers, right? So what it is like you have like 2 platters, you could say.
Mm.
The you know, like the fader, the 2 or 4 volume faders, and you have everything. So it's basically one solid board with everything that you see on a traditional mixer and CD players. It's on one unit, so that's what it means about it being easier.
It's all in one.
It's all
you just
one.
open up your case,
It's
plug
one
it in.
port.
It's really just evolution, bro.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
It's really just evolution.
it's evolution, and like I said, whatever you feel comfortable doing, I respect those guys, because there's guys that can get down.
Yeah.
You know, my homie Slick Vic, get him on some turntables.
He's a beast.
He's a beast.
We need to get him on the show, bro.
We need to get Vic on. We need to get Vic. Vic, you're gonna watch this.
Yes.
You're coming on this show.
Yes,
Vic is a beast.
and you're gonna like it. All right, you're
Yeah.
gonna get on here.
Vic is a beast.
Next
you know,
episode, he's gonna be on here with us.
I mean,
Yes.
before we, I want you to shout out a few of them. I want to get a few of them. Rick, who else?
so
Okay, so Slick Vic, my boy DJ Lake's been holding it down as well.
Lakes.
LF, where you mentioned that. Everybody knows around here.
we got to shout out the Coval DJs.
Coval DJs, yes.
The Coval DJs. So, Coval DJs is a group that we started. Actually, DJ Boots and DJ Will,
Right.
Got together when the pandemic, started. A lot of DJs were out of work.
All of us, we were all out of work.
It's like
A lot of
2020.
DJs out of
100%.
all of the DJs were out of work. I'm
I
sorry.
think the whole world.
Everyone
Most
was
of
out
the
of work.
world.
Yeah, everyone was out of work.
So, they came together and they had this idea. What if we start DJing on Facebook and live streaming? And back then, no one was really doing that. So we started doing this on Facebook. So Will and Boots got together, hit up all the DJs they know and say, hey, would you like to be part of this group? This is what we're going to do. We're going to live stream. It's a good chance to network with other DJs. And, kind of, we're all in this together. It was more of like a brotherly thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're this brotherhood of DJs. A lot of guys compete with other guys. This is a chance to, like, all come together. And different genres, different backgrounds, all kinds of wedding DJs.
You guys are throwing it down.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of you guys.
So we all came together, and you know what? 2020 sucked.
Yeah.
But if there was any
Business-wise.
good that came out of it, was you got to network with guys that you would never have fucked with, in years past. So, there's John Paul, DJ Ramon, Tony, DJ Paul, all these guys, Slick Vic, Luther Gates. I mean, I can go down the list. There's like 20 of us. And what it did was it gave us a chance to appreciate other people's styles.
Right.
I learned a lot, and I've gained a lot of friends. And I don't know about you. Oh, actually, you know what? You have used other DJs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He always.
no, but what I'm saying is, now we network with each other.
Right.
Now it's like, hey, Tony, what are you doing on Saturday night? You want to come DJ with me? Now you have a selection of guys that you can just hit up and be like, hey, man, let's come rock this party.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I'm already booked, I
Yeah.
hit up Joe or
Okay.
or Tony or someone. Hey guys, you know what? This came
But that's
up.
how it should be,
I'm
bro.
already.
And everyone's cool with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's-
everyone's.
You know what's
There's no-
crazy that you said that, bro? Because I feel like how you're saying, like, DJing wise, that's how the music scene should be. Because it's the complete opposite. Let's be real. It's the complete opposite. Nobody wants to work with each other. Everybody's in a different area.
Yeah.
And it's like you said, 2020 brought you guys together because
Yeah.
you guys had to do it.
We did it. We did it on Facebook and well, not really Instagram, but Facebook.
Facebook.
We were doing it on
You guys
Facebook.
all dropped videos.
Yeah. And then, then we started on Twitch.
Twitch.
And then
Oh,
we
you guys
started.
went to Twitch
We
too?
went to Twitch.
Twitch, bro. That's where it was at.
Twitch was
For
where it
real?
was at.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
didn't know that.
I mean, then it became a
A lot of
thing.
people didn't, dude. But had they known, that was fun.
No lie, I seen at least 20 different DJs during that little span. I remember that.
I mean,
remember
I
starting
still,
with you.
yeah, I still watch videos. I mean, I still get the Twitch alerts and the DJs coming on, and I'll check them out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, that's where it went. To Twitch live streaming, and then it made you appreciate, what we do.
The
It appreciate. We were DJing on Twitch and stuff like that, live streaming, and it made you miss, seeing a live crowd. For so long I was looking into a camera. And I was
Like,
like,
reading comments as they were coming in.
yeah, you
Yeah,
you
shout
feed
them out.
you feed off that crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
760. Okay.
Hey mom, hey Tia, how are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm done.
Oh yeah. I was like,
trying to respond to
One
everybody.
beer per day, mijo.
Yeah.
But that was fun too, because I have family throughout the country, and I have a lot of cousins in Texas that I really hadn't seen in a while. So
Right.
that really helped us connect too. So they were tuning into my live stream, supporting, commenting. So
Yeah.
that was a beautiful thing that also came out of that.
That's what's
You know,
up.
if there's anything that came out of the pandemic.
I mean,
that
you
was
guys
fun.
are dope as DJs, and what was crazy is you during that little time span, you guys were able to see other dope DJs, and you guys were all. It was no hate involved. You know what I mean? It was just 100% love and support.
You know what? Like, cause like I said, I appreciate what everyone does. You know, you can always learn from somebody. I was watching and learning and listening to other guys, and like, oh, you know what? That sounds
would
good.
work, yeah.
I should do it like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was no reason to hate on anybody. There, not at all. You
Exactly.
use that as a tool to learn. You know what I'm saying? And how are you going to get better if you don't learn?
That's what I do with my podcast, bro.
That's in life, yeah.
Podcast and just took what I love
How
from
can I, you know, in any line of work, how can I make myself better? You know,
Yeah.
and that's by listening to other people, listening to other podcasts, and
Taking notes.
taking a little
Yeah,
bit.
exactly.
Hey, that works. Let me take that and go from there.
If you had like, let's say somebody was gonna like try to start DJing tomorrow, what like advice or type of encouragement could you give them?
Oh, encouragement. Damn.
Or
Be
what
yeah,
about
be patient. Like for those private gigs, understand that because some people might sit down, that doesn't mean that you suck. Like if you are younger, you might think, oh, what did I do wrong? Like this song wasn't the right song. I have to get them back up. No, like sometimes people just want to have a drink, right? They want to keep going. So, and also to also go along with that, song selection. Like you have to know your
Selection
music.
is huge, bro.
You have to know what song to play at what moment. I think that's what makes okay DJ different from.
Did it take you a
legit
while
DJ.
to like to figure that out, or you knew that from the
To
start?
be honest, man, no, I didn't. I just from the start, I just you know
had
what.
it?
So my perspective was always like, if I was out there right now, what would I want to listen to?
Right.
That was always my perspective, and luckily it worked out. I guess whatever thing I had in my mind,
You come from the right time.
everybody. I guess so. Whatever I had in my mind, everybody wanted that same thing. You know,
Right.
I mean, that's just it hit, and thankfully, I'm we're here now. So, but that's the main thing. You gotta know your music. You gotta study it. You can't just go up.
As a DJ, you have to read the room.
Yes.
That's the number one thing. You have to read the room. You have to understand your crowd. You know what I'm saying? We've DJ'd at different venues, and there's a different, demographic that'll come in at certain times. You have to be ready for that demographic, be ready for that crowd, and have the music ready. Number two, you kind of hit on it, is song selection. You have to have a wide range of music,
Right.
especially nowadays. You can't
Not
just
hip hop.
it's not what I like. It's not just what I want to listen to. You have to be able to play what they want to listen to, and it might not be anything that it's popular or whatever. But like, you have to be ready for anything. So, we have a Coachella DJ, Little C. He's 14, 15 years old.
Kid.
Lil C, DJ Lil C.
Badly, bro.
Dude, this guy, when he first started, obviously he was, 13, 14 years old and just messing around. And then he was really serious about it. So he came along with us, Coachella DJs, and we kind of brought him along, and he was listening, learning, and we got him a controller. We all pitched in, got him a case.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, hooked him up.
Oh,
And
that's real
DJ
shit,
Tony,
man. I
DJ
like that.
Tony is a real one, dude, because he kind of took him under his wing and is showing him the ropes. And he's, getting 80s music, getting 90s music, understanding, he's only 15. So what does he know about 90s hip
He
hop?
was born like in 2005, bro.
Yeah.
That's-
So
that's
so
crazy.
it's crazy, but he's doing it the right way. He's going back, learning, now he's able,
studying the game.
he's studying the game. and he's learning. Now he can go and do a party. If he gets hired, he can go do a party because he has the music, he has the song selection, and he's understanding, reading a crowd. And that's very important.
I like that, bro.
Yeah.
You know, his name was Lil C.
Lil C, what's up?
You gotta be 18 to get on my show, though.
You know what? He'll be here in 2 years.
That's what's up.
He'll be here in 2 years.
You said it was DJ
Lil C.
Lil C.
Lil C? That's what's up.
I'll send you his Instagram if you want to.
Yeah, he's good. And you know what? He's kind of, it's funny because, we were talking earlier about how I got into it and the whole computer and technology and stuff like that. He kind of like led the way a little bit with Twitch because
Twitch is new. That's a new era.
Twitch is new. Twitch is for gamers.
Yeah,
Twitch is not for DJs.
That's why when he said Twitch, I was like, what?
So he already had an idea of how Twitch worked. So when we were all transitioning to Twitch, he was like, "Oh, you guys do it like this." So he was showing us. He already knew how to navigate on the app. So we had to learn from a teenager how to navigate on Twitch, and
it paid off, right?
It paid off.
Man.
So everybody has some kind of role within the club of DJs, right? One way or another, somehow somebody contributed, right? So that's what made it a beautiful thing, you can say, right? Now I know 18 other DJs that I can count on, right? Like because there are times too where you're at the gig and you might have forgotten something might have damaged on you. You know, that actually happened to me, man. I was at the Palm Desert Mall DJing downstairs, summer event. I forgot the actual plug-in thing to my controller, dude. Like, so I had no power. I set up. I was like, shit, what do I do? So I'm hitting everybody up. DJ Omar's controller was at Pee-wee's house. Pee-wee, shout out to DJ Pee-wee. He lives down the street from the mall. So yeah, man, come by, pick it up. So I started like a half hour late, but it worked out because I was able to get what I needed.
He didn't have to go all the way back home to go pick up that cord.
Yeah.
There was somebody right here.
Be, bro. That's just like a brotherhood, basically.
Yeah.
But had this not happened, I would have been.
He would have been asked out.
What was the group called?
Coachella DJs. Coachella Valley
so
DJs.
If somebody's trying to get into DJing, they could join the group and all that, or is it like a?
It's kind of closed. But we're still in a group chat. I think that was just more for 2020.
The pandemic.
The COVID era.
Yeah, and like there have been guys that try to join, but we felt like we put all the time in and effort and all that, and it's like that's our thing. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to I got to shout out Boots and DJ Will, DJ Omar, all these guys, Empire, because they're the ones that Empire DJs.
Desert Empire DJs.
Desert Empire DJs.
Yeah, it's DJ Omar, DJ Will,
and they're the ones that kind of got the ball rolling, and actually PJ as well, DJ PJ.
Yes, PJ.
He also, they're kind of like the architects of it, and then they got the ball rolling, and then got us involved, and then we kind of just took it from there and kept going.
So we're gonna try to get them on here, bro.
Oh, for sure.
I want to get as many DJs as possible because
there's a lot to. There's a lot to.
Because there's every New Year's, Halloween's, it's like DJ.
Oh, now there's so much work to go around doing. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, man.
It's ridiculous.
That's why it's impossible to be hating on other guys and stuff like that because there's so much work out there.
Yeah,
bro.
There's.
It's just like barbering, dog. There's a barber on every corner, and they're all packed, bro.
But everyone needs a barber.
And they're all packed. That's true.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're all packed.
All right, man. Let's get some questions before we get up out of here, man. If you could perform at any what's a dream gig for you?
Coachella, hands down.
That's too easy though.
Yeah. Okay, but dude, it's in the city of Indio.
All right, how about why? Tell me why.
The reason why Coachella is the answer is because it's in your backyard.
It's in our backyard. Literally, I live 4 minutes down the street, man.
And
that's
where
fucking wild.
And where else are you gonna perform for that many people live? You know what I'm saying? On a stage like that. What was that?
Like for a DJ, how many people you think they're
it
performing
depends
for?
Who it is, man. Like Skrillex when he was at Coachella.
Like a mid. What's it like a mid?
Oh man.
50? Like 50?
No, that's too many.
10?
Well, it depends. Yeah,
it depends on
the main stage. Yeah.
Cause I've seen pictures from mids, and that shit still looks crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Coachella crowds are wild, bro.
They are wild.
Yeah.
They're wild.
All right, so how about besides Coachella?
If it's not Coachella, shit, probably somewhere in Vegas. I don't know.
Vegas?
Yeah.
Oh, I could definitely see you in Vegas, bro. Easy,
You
bro.
don't want to see me in Vegas.
I would say
Hangover.
You don't want to see me in Vegas. Wink, wink.
What about you?
if not Vegas, Miami. Definitely somewhere in Miami would be dope, man. Just because the
Miami?
whole land scene, that's
Why
what's up.
Miami? Just because of the scene?
The scene, it's
Those are
kinda
his
like
people.
you're-
Bro,
Those
you
are
had
his
your
people
time
right
to
In
be
the
there.
water,
Bad Bunny.
you're
You
by the
messed it
water.
up. He could have been Bad Bunny. but
How?
you
Tell me
messed it
how. I don't get
Because
you.
you
Why are you saying
rap,
that?
sing,
I never
DJ.
rapped.
We just found out
I
that
never-
Marco used to sing, so he's gonna rap for
I
us.
never-
He came in here ready to get in the booth. I was like, Marcos, they're not ready for that.
He
I
had the
never tried
booth
to sing
ready
in
and
my life. I
everything.
don't know where you got that from. No, but as far as a festival, Coachella. But if it was be like a club, something like that,
Yeah,
Miami for me, man.
Miami?
That'd be dope. Yeah.
that's what's up, man. All right, what about your favorite genre to DJ? Because there's a lot.
You know what? I'm kind of like a mix right now of like the whole land scene,
Yeah, Latin's big right
the
now. bro.
reggaeton. You know
It's
what?
killing
So
it right now.
so part of me DJing, what really made it solid for me, 6th grade, man. I remember Daddy Yankee came out with Gasolina. That shit came out. I was
Dear
mind
God.
blown, bro.
That's still a banger.
Yeah, it's still a
That-
that's
It's
like
still
a
a
timeless
banger.
song,
So-
bro.
That's always like, I want to get them riled up.
Yeah.
Throw that on. Let's go.
Once you see the girls
like
like-
the
start,
Mars
like-
gonna be playing that shit, bro.
Dude, like once you see like the girls take their first round of shots, you see them, you play that song, it's a rap. So
Bro, you know what's
so
crazy
once-
about Latin music? You don't even have to know the words
Yeah.
to know it's a banger, bro.
Oh,
exactly, yeah.
if the beat's
That's-
all right,
yeah.
that's
the
all that's-
voice, the vocals, the
it.
melodies.
It's universal, right? Like that's what it really is.
It's
dude.
kind
So-
of crazy. Bro.
And
So-
you know what? That's that becoming really popular. I DJ at Drink, like I said. That's what's the number one requested song
J
or
Balvin,
genre?
Bad Bunny, right?
Yeah.
Bad Bunny, J Balvin, they want all that
Yeah.
stuff. And you know what? They're all bangers. And you know what?
Is it awkward when black people request Black Bunny?
No,
No?
it's normal. Honestly, it's normal.
You know what? It's normal.
I
Like
asked
it's
a
just
DJ once and he looked at me weird. He was like, bro. I was like, not me.
yeah, no, yeah. So definitely that. I mean, that's a big influence in general. For
He
me,
changed the game
but-
on Bad Bunny, you think?
I think
yeah.
it was J Balvin.
Or
J
J
Balvin was the
Balvin?
first one.
Yeah, he
that-
put him
that
on
brought
that
it
shit,
back.
no?
That
Yeah,
brought it
well,
back.
both. I'll put them in the same group. That little group. Because
Yeah.
I'm surprised it hasn't happened sooner, bro. Like,
Well,
the
from that,
mixture of, like, more.
Maluma and
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
from that first explosion, right, with Daddy Yankee, Don Omar, Vico C, Hector El Father. I mean, there's a long list of those guys with pioneers.
Yeah, pioneers,
Since
yeah.
then, so that was like from 2004, 2003 when it hit the U.S. at least. Through I say maybe around 2012, it kind of like lost some steam, and then it just picked back up with J Balvin. He came out, and it was a rap again.
you know when Daddy Yankee first came out and I listened to that, I was like, this shit'll be it's nothing.
Fuck no,
I thought that?
Yeah.
I love that shit.
It was a banger, but I was like, it's a one-hit wonder. It's
Oh, I
gonna
see
go
what you're
away.
saying.
Phase, nah.
Yeah.
It's gonna have its little phase, and we won't even hear from this guy ever again.
Nah, that
That's
shit
what I
was fire
thought.
as fuck, dude.
And then,
Little did you know.
yeah, there was a resurgence over the last,
Well, you know what it is?
5 or
It's
6
because
years.
of it's because of where you came from. The old school has never seen that, so you're like, me,
Yeah.
like me and Marcos, we come from a different generation. We're like, oh yeah, we seen this coming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The beats
But
were already different as far for hip hop too, so
Yeah.
you could hear
Yeah,
those
bro.
elements in there.
now
I was
it's
like,
common because like
Yeah.
your time, people are like,
we were like, what is this?
it's a
Yeah.
selective crowd.
Yeah, I was like, no one's gonna be playing this.
And you know what's crazy? You go on YouTube now, they got billions of views.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck
Oh.
a million.
No.
I think J
Yeah.
Balvin was the most streamed artist of 2020
Yeah,
or
bro,
2018.
it's not
or
even fair.
Bad Bunny. Forgot
It's
what
not
it was.
even fair,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
And you know what?
Is
They-
that shit? Is Latin music above hip hop?
It depends on where you're at.
Yeah.
It depends on where you're at. I
I
mean,
don't think so.
no. Like
I
for
don't
me,
think so. Because they kind of stole hip hop's.
they stole the
They stole
recipe.
a lot of they stole the recipe from hip hop. You know,
and
it's not-
and there's more bangers. Like
Yeah.
right now, like 2021, I would say it's neck and neck, only because the amount of music that they're putting out, like I'm saying, like reggaeton artists, that when I'm downloading music, I'm just noticing they're just coming out with so many hits.
Every day,
Yeah.
bro. They're coming
Yeah.
out with fucking
Yeah.
songs. that are decent. Like
Yeah, they don't miss, bro.
not hits, but they're decent. Like you could get by with those.
Nah,
And
they're
you know what?
hits, dog. Like, they
When
don't miss.
and it's crazy because like I go back and I'll go listen to the new music that's out, and I'm like, I don't know how this is gonna go when I play it in the club or whatever. I'll play it, and I'm like, everyone's already they're singing along with the song, and you're like, oh shit.
I know
guess.
it's a banger because I go on Google and look up the words.
And I'm like,
I'm
damn, they just came out.
There's songs out though that just came out and they blew up because of TikTok. I'm finding out now.
Mhm.
Like TikTok blew up a lot of these songs. I'm like, shit. Well, I mean,
TikTok
You know what
has
song
TikTok
was
has changed the
big?
game.
The one Drake did with Bad Bunny.
Mia.
Because Drake
Yes.
was singing in Spanish too, bro. Like that just changed that should tell people you need to
They
get the fuck.
unified. Yeah,
You need to get out of your element and try some new shit and quit being, oh, that's corny, that's fucking whack.
Cardi
Like,
B
bro,
was another one too.
Cardi
that-
B.
that
Oh yeah, Cardi
embraced
B's
it.
up there too.
Yeah,
It
She's
was like
Puerto Rican, dog.
she's
is she Puerto Rican?
Dominican.
Yeah, that's
Half
that's a
Dominican.
given, bro.
that's
When Drake is singing in Spanish,
Yeah.
bro, come on, dog. Light skinned niggas don't do that. That's that's some, you know what I mean?
That's different, yeah.
You know, he was with a Latina for a little bit. You know what I mean? Let's be real right there.
But working with those artists kind of gave reggaeton that what do you call it, like it gave them that pass,
Yeah.
like you're certified now because you're fucking with Drake, you're fucking with Cardi B. It's
Yeah.
almost like it reminds me of like the 2000s when everyone started fucking with T-Pain.
To the auto-tune.
The auto-tune,
That's
when
different.
auto-tune first came out,
People didn't respect that.
they were like, what the fuck is this? Sound like a robot, whatever. Then hip hop artists and R&B artists wanted T-Pain on their hook.
Yeah.
They didn't want to necessarily
Everybody.
they didn't want to necessarily be the ones doing the auto-tune. But they wanted T-Pain. But it was the same people that were hating on him
Yeah.
Yup.
earlier now wanted him on the record.
I get a
And
lot
now
of
now T-Pain blew
He's
up.
a pioneer.
Bro, go listen to all those old T-Pain tracks.
Bro, everybody
Classics.
copies
Lil Wayne
T-Pain.
jumped on with it.
Lil
Yeah.
Wayne was one of the biggest ones. Drake too. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
bro. It goes on and on.
I mean, and I'm guilty of it because when T-Pain first came out, I was like, what the
You
fuck is
find out
this?
He was trying to sing like T-Pain.
Oh,
He's
that's
right.
true. That's true. That's what happened.
They walked in on him. Was like, ooh.
I'm Sprung was it?
I'm
The
Sprung.
single.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then I'm in love with a stripper.
I
with
don't
Mike
think
Jones.
I've heard one weak song by T-Pain.
But then you go back. I mean, and it's almost too because you're comparing it to today's music. Today's music is trash.
Yeah.
Period.
It's almost all.
Yeah. It's
auto-tune.
rare to find real decent.
You have to look for it. Back then, we didn't know what that was, and now you go back and listen. You're like, damn, that song fucking hit.
It's timeless.
That song.
Timeless, yeah.
You know what? And it's funny. I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. That's my number one go-to end the night song is T-Pain, Bartender.
It never fails.
Bartender.
That's my last song of the night. Every time I fucking shut down the club, that's it. That's my last song, Bartender, because everyone sings along with it, and it's timeless.
What about you? What's your go-to song at the end of the night?
Well, that's a tough one.
Damn.
The majority though are like because I do like more of a Latin scene.
Yeah.
So Ramon Ayala, man.
I don't know who that is, but
Did he just say he doesn't know who
Wow.
Ramon is?
Yes, no. So I mean, he's.
I let down my Mexican people.
Wow.
Today.
Yeah,
My
man,
bad,
you did.
bro.
Does he know?
Yeah.
Does he know Vicente?
Yeah, no. All right.
Oh, okay.
Don't go there, bro.
Okay, I was worried.
I'm about to say, yeah.
R.I.P.,
You don't know
man.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
so-
50, not 49.
So Ramon is pretty much, you can say he's on that same level
Right.
as far as with like the whole culture, right?
Okay.
Like and every carne asada you're gonna hear,
I probably heard of
Vicente
that.
and Ramon Ayala. So his song, Tragos Amargos, like it's a down tempo song, but it's a song that everybody knows, and when you're drunk, they fucking go ape shit. So they go ape
it's a
shit,
song
but
that hits.
also like.
And
it's
your
like
Theo
a
and Thea will be
so-
crying right there in the corner,
Yeah.
like singing, you know?
I
So-
feel you.
So that's what I like to.
That Mexican
go
soul.
for the- yeah.
Yep.
That
That's why I
rice
know.
and beans, boy. That shit different for us.
Every Mexican party will have Ramon and have
Let me
Vicente.
get our top 3 DJs before we get up out of here.
No order.
No order, no specific genre. You want me to go first before you guys?
Go first.
Damn. I didn't even think about it first.
He's like, damn, I didn't even think about it.
I'm going to have to go drama for one. And number 2, my nigga Marcos. Contraz. And 3, I'm gonna shout out to my nigga B-Long, bro. Yeah, a lot of people sleep on him. I know y'all know him, but we gonna get him sooner or later. You get a little mix too, but
Yeah, for me, it's gotta be. I think about it. Oh man, I gotta go with. I forgot his name. Shit.
You must not like him that much then.
What about
I'll
you?
let you go first. You go first.
I'll let you think about it.
Yeah.
Good.
No particular order. I would say DJ Premier.
Ooh, the
Premier is
goat. The goat.
You'll recognize his beat anywhere.
Did he make Nas? You think he made Nas?
Damn, I wasn't ready for that question.
I mean, I think so because every banger that my favorite Nas songs, especially from Illmatic, are all Premier's beats.
I mean,
Like,
it's
bro,
it's hard to what he's done and for hip hop, dude. Like, it's,
there wouldn't be no Dilla, no Kanye without
exactly.
him, bro.
And so many people have learned from him. I'd say Premier, Kid Capri.
Ooh.
Down
to East Coast.
And I know, as a West Coaster, I'm supposed to say
I didn't
West
want to
Coast.
say nothing, but damn. Bro.
But I mean, damn.
Tupac is looking at you right now.
I know, he's like looking down on me and shit. And I would say, damn, the third one's pretty tough.
That's what I'm stuck on. Like, I got 2. I just the third one.
I like.
I mean, it's your list. Nobody's gonna.
I like DJ Green Lantern.
Oh, you fuck with Green Lantern?
I like DJ Green Lantern. I like yeah, I know you said 3, but there's so many in my head. You don't know so many DJs.
Honorables.
Yeah. My homie DJ Live It Up in Miami.
Yes, Live It Up.
DJ Live It Up.
He's dope.
Oh, he's fucking
Dope
hard.
as fuck.
Dope.
Dude rocks Miami. He owns Miami. And DJ Scene. DJ Scene's tight. There's so many. Like I said, Green Lantern, Alchemist. Who else?
What you know about?
So I mean, top 3 now in no order. I actually like Skrillex, man. The shows he puts on. 8-track.
I was just thinking about 8-track.
I'm surprised you didn't say 8-track.
I was trying to think.
Goat. And then also to DJ Snake, man. That guy.
Snake is.
But him having his hip hop background, you can hear that in his beats.
Mustard.
Yeah, dude, his shows.
DJ,
Mustard.
I don't know. That's who I was thinking too. Midway, I was like, fuck. What about Mustard? I let him down today.
And then in the Latin scene, man, there's Alex Sensation. He's from New York originally, but he's based in Miami now. Santa Rosa out of LA. That guy's been killing it for years. Because of him, man, I actually.
What was the DJ that had the mouse? Dead Mouse, no?
Dead Mouse?
Yep.
Yeah.
Dead
He's
Mouse.
popping for a little bit.
Yeah,
I used to like him.
Yeah, but
like I said, there's so many
man, so many.
Yeah, you can't. That's what I'm saying. It's your list, bro.
Because that's almost like when people say who are your Mount Rushmore of NBA players.
There's so many great
That's what you think is the best.
Yeah, you can't go wrong.
And you can't go wrong with any of them.
All right, man. So before we get up out of here, what's your Instagram going like?
So mine's a DJ Contraz DJ CONTRAZ. I'm gonna be at Antigua Palm Springs in downtown Palm Springs on the 18th, so this Saturday. Also for New Year's Eve, man. So check it out.
That's on New Year's.
I'm gonna be at New Year's. We're gonna bring in the new year right there, man. So it's gonna be fucking crazy. So that's more of a land scene or more of a land place, but New Year's, man, there's no rules. Bro. I'm going all out, man. So I'll be there.
On Instagram, I'm at DJ_J_Sizzle.
Yeah, because if y'all need some weddings, everything, right?
We're here.
We do everything.
Everything.
Like, whatever event.
Parties.
Bachelor parties, divorce parties, birthday parties, turning 21.
Every kind of party.
Every kind of party.
But so DJ_J_Sizzle. And every Saturday, I'm at Drink in Rancho Mirage at the river.
Yeah, you guys
always popping.
Good deals.
I still haven't
Always
been out
popping.
there, I gotta make it up. You're Saturdays only?
Only Saturdays, yeah. John Paul's on Fridays, and I'm on Saturdays.
Mr. Valley Talk Radio. We out here. Appreciate y'all being here.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate
Thank you for having
guys.
us.
Yes, sir.